Right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to say
Kahala
Kahala
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This video, we are going to entitle it More Precious Than Gold. You know, and even though we're surrounded by people who uphold money and gold and fame to be more, or they hold money and gold to be fame and fame to be the most desirable things in this society, we look at things that are more precious than gold, right? And we're gonna find out what that is exactly. If you don't already, you should know. If you don't already know, you know, because that's the one thing that we survive by. Right? Esau survives by the power of the sword and everything carnal, you know, such as gold and money, right? But we survive by things that are more powerful than that. So go ahead.
1 Peter 1. Peter
1 and 6.
1 and 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations.
That's right. You know, we're in heaviness through manifold temptations, man. You know, being in this society, man, you get tempted from all kinds of things, you know, according to your flesh. Because every brother has a different makeup in their flesh.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, they have a different makeup in their flesh. So every brother's going to have different temptations and manifolds of those. You know?
Yeah. One example, one temptation could be just to speed. Right?
Yeah.
Not follow the rules. Just because you like the thrill, because your vessel likes the excitement of driving fast.
Yeah.
Right? Technically, you're being wicked.
Yeah.
Because you're going against the rules. And it's stupid to speed anyways, because you're going to get caught by the cops and then get a ticket or go to jail or lose your car or something bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
That the trial of your faith be much more precious than of gold that perish.
That's right. The trial of your faith be more precious than gold that what?
Perisheth.
That perishes. Because gold does end. You know, money does have an end, but faith doesn't. The trial of our faith is more precious than gold itself. So the experience of being in this truth and having your faith tried by these manifold temptations, such as adultery, you know, greed, you know, murder, any of these things, any of these temptations, the trial of that is more important than gold itself. You know, because you know what? In this society, people put money over character. 100% of the time, people will pay for, or people will sell out their dignity, okay, their integrity for money. And you have people like that in the truth, right? Yahushai's brother, Judas.
Yeah.
Right? Judas sold his integrity, which is the truth, his heritage, just like Esau did, for money.
Mm-hmm.
For something that was highly desired in the flesh.
Yeah.
Right? So those are perfect examples of that. But when they did that, they gave up the beauty of being tried in this truth, or rather the beauty of sharpening your faith.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it's really doing. When you being tempted by these manifold temptations, okay, your spirit is being tried in the flesh. So, you know, it's time to see what energy you've been feeding the most, what dog you've been feeding the most. If you've been feeding the dog of the flesh, then guess what? It's gonna win. If you were feeding the dog of the spirit, it's gonna win. You know? Go ahead.
Though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushai.
Exactly. Why is it gonna found to praise and glory at the appearing of Yahushai? Because everything we go through right now, might, Lord willing, get us a crown upon our heads.
Yeah, Lord willing.
Lord willing, man. That's why it's to the glory, right, of the appearance of Yahweh Shai. And that's what two-thirds of Israel can't get. That's what these people can't see. They can't see the beauty of being tried in this faith of ours. They can't see it. Just like most people can't see the beauty of being in the gym, honing your craft, working on your skills 6 to 8 hours a day.
Yeah, they think it's silly.
They think it's silly. Yo, come out with us. Come do this. But what ends up happening, those people who are working and training, they end up being the top of their class, right? The top of their sport, of their craft.
Yeah, because they're honing their skills.
They're honing their skills.
Yeah.
So we are those people, man. It's the same thing in this truth. We're constantly putting we're constantly diving our heads into these scriptures and doing this work and living our life out every moment, living our life out to the best of our abilities, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments with faith, right? And we're enduring with faith, because that's the only way to endure. If you don't have faith, you can't endure any temptation.
You're gonna perish.
Yeah, you're gonna perish. You won't see a way out.
Nope.
All right, go ahead.
Whom having not seen ye love, in whom thou now ye see him not,
Mm-hmm.
yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory,
That's right.
receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls,
That's right.
of which salvation the prophets have inquired.
What does that mean, the salvation of our souls? Our souls need to be saved from these bodies, man. That's what it is, because
Constantly going off.
because the elect are their souls are already pure. They're already perfect and righteous. That's why they're the elect. So the salvation of the soul isn't saying that the soul is wicked prior to salvation. No. Salvation of the soul is taking the soul out of these bodies, the weak flesh, and taking us and putting us in our celestial bodies, where in those bodies the laws, statute and commandments are going to be in our inward parts. Are going to be nature. Just like it's nature to do, just like it's nature to drink water when you're thirsty, it's going to be nature to be righteous.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Infused in our bodies.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesies of the grace that should come unto you, searching what matter of time the Spirit of Yahushai, which was in them, did signify, when it testified beforehand the sufferings of Yahushai and the glory that should follow, unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them, and have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Spirit sent down from heaven.
What verse is that?
That's 12.
Okay, that's enough on that. So
Okay.
you can go to Luke 18:7.
Luke 18:7. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
That's right. Go to Hebrews 11:6. That's right. Because when the Yahushua come, will he find faith on the earth? He'll find a small portion of it, a very tiny portion of it, which will be with his elect, right? Because you know what, man? The rest of Israel has given up. Their spirits, all right, their souls have given up in these flesh, in these bodies, in these chains of darkness that we were all banished to. Okay, we were all banished to chains of darkness. And 2/3 of us, gave up in these chains of darkness. Decided to be complete hostages or be complete slaves to these chains of darknesses. A small percentage of us are still fighting unto today, from the very beginning, are still fighting. That's why the scriptures say the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. They won't stop preaching, man. They won't stop preaching. They won't stop fighting. They won't stop having faith in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, arm yourselves with that mentality. Go ahead. Hebrews 11 and
Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is,
That's right.
and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
That's right. You know why it's impossible to please the Most High without faith? Because when you come to the Most High, when you come to serve the Most High, you have to believe in Him, right? So when and at any time the Most High wants you to believe in Him, what will He do? He'll display His power, which puts you into what? Puts you into fear.
Mm-hmm.
You see how that works? Your fear of the Most High actually builds up your faith, because you've been a witness to the demonstration of His power.
Yep.
So you're saying, if I have faith in the thing that took down Egypt, part the Red Sea, that will be a power back in me? Yeah, 100% I'm gonna have faith.
You know, I'll die.
You know, I'll die for this thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, you know, that's why it's important to have. That's why it's important to the Most High for you to have faith, because when you have faith, that also shows that you fear Him. But the Most High, you can't have one of those. You can't have one without the other. Right? It's either you know His fear through faith, or you find your faith through His fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's how really it works. Go ahead.
But faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things
Yeah.
not seen as yet, moved with fear.
There you go. Read that one more time.
But faith, Noah,
Yeah.
being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
So someone who was faithful, Noah, you know, was moved with fear. Right? Go ahead. So just backing up what I said earlier.
Prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
That's right. Because the Most High came upon Noah and told him that He was going to flood the earth. And that scared the shit out of Noah, because he said He's going to destroy the whole world, but He will save Noah and his kid and his children and his sons. So that vision scared Noah, put him into fear, which in turn gave him faith to build the ark, no matter what happened. Because back then, it didn't rain. All you had was the dew of the heaven. You know, when you wake up in the morning and your grass is moist, right? That moisture, that's the dew. They didn't have rain back then. So you can imagine how crazy he would have seemed telling people the whole world was going to flood. All the nonsense he probably dealt with, all the scoffers he's probably dealt with, you know, friends that he thought were his friends, showed him their demons. Showed him their demons. Right? But he still, through faith, created by fear, okay, made the ark. Go ahead.
By the which he condemned the world, and became heir of righteousness which is by faith.
That's right.
By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went.
That's right. So, Abraham was even like, for Abraham, it was just like, he got called and he's like, yo, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't even know where I'm going, but I'm just going to go in this direction that He told me to go in.
That's where he told me to go.
Exactly.
He told me to go.
Yeah, He told me to go. That's,
Not gonna ask any questions.
yeah. And the only spirit that's going to obey that willingly and that easily is the elect. That's why He said, my sheep hear my voice, for they are mine. You know? What verse is that?
That was 8.
Okay, cool. So, go to 9.
But faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise.
That's right. Now go to James 5. That'll be the last scripture. James 1 and 5.
James 1 and 5.
Read to 8.
If any man of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh,
That's right.
that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not,
That's right.
and it shall be given him.
That's right. What is wisdom? You know, wisdom is the experience of your faith. Right? The faith is what you believe in. The wisdom is the experience of what you believe in. You can't speak of wisdom without experience. Right? Go ahead.
But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
That's right.
For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed.
Some of you brothers ask for breakdowns of scriptures and don't actually believe you deserve the breakdown. Like that's a thing. You know, you'll be studying the scriptures, and you just won't get this breakdown, and you'll pray, but you'll pray with the mindset that, you know, maybe it's just not for you. Maybe it's the meat, and you're supposed to be sipping on milk or whatever thought. Listen, it's better to be wrong in honesty, or it's better to be wrong when committed than to be wrong when you were than to be wrong when you weren't committed. You know, that's why the scriptures say when you pray, man, pray and believe that that's what you're gonna get. It's what you deserve. Well, the Most High ain't gonna give it to you. He can sense it, just like when you can sense your woman has lost faith in you. It's instincts. So how much more the Most High in us?
It's funny what you're saying, because when I was playing football, my coach used to say, like, you know, as a defensive end, you always have a point where you're supposed to keep it contained, right? The running back's not supposed to run outside of you. So if you want a back door, which is going inside a different gap, which you're not supposed to go into, you want a back door, go inside that gap and try and make the play, right? You're not supposed to do that. But my coach used to say, if you're gonna do that, at least go at 100%. Don't go 50%. Go at 100%. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. At least you're going at 100%, make a mistake.
Yeah,
And for all you know, you might make the play, but you're going at because you're making it going at 100%.
that's right.
But if you go at 50, you're definitely not making the play,
Yeah.
right? So it's funny that you said that. It brought me back to that.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
true, because the moral of that is to be committed.
Yeah, exactly.
Have faith.
Yep.
Be committed to what you're doing when you're doing it. When you're praying, be committed to what you're praying about when you're praying. You know? When you're making a video, be committed. When you do this, be committed. Faith. Go ahead.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
You know what I mean? It's straightforward. Go ahead.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
That's right. Double-minded man. You know, you're going one way when you're mentally not, you have two sides to you, or you're not committed in anything. Right? You're always second-guessing yourself. It's a double-minded man.
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. Right? Go ahead.
Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away.
What verse is that?
10.
Okay. So with that, we're going to close up. So the point is, man, more precious than gold is your faith. And not just your faith, but the trying of your faith. So don't just enjoy the reward and salivate and imagine the reward, but also, you know, get excited at the experience that comes with the reward, that comes to get the reward. You know, because that's what's important, the here and now. So with that, we're going to close up. We're going to say,
Kahala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakadash.
Double honors for the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations for the elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom, 2/3 of Israel and Esau as well. Shalom.
Shalom.